Part two of the relationship video. It cut off on me. Ugh. Why? I don't know. It just cut off. Anyways, relationships. Isn't there so much work doing relationships? Shout out to all the married people out there that's holding it down, committing to these relationships, because it is hard to maintain and stay in them, especially if someone can't stay focused on one individual. I just don't understand. I always been a one woman type of man. I don't do the multiple men type of thing. It never been my thing. But in this day and time, I'm telling you, you don't care how old they is. They don't have the 50s, the 40s, the 30s. I don't know. Every time I do these videos, my nose starts itching. This is so crazy. Forgive me for that, but I have to scratch my nose. But ladies and gentlemen, women and men, understand that signs are there. Signs are there. Positive and negative signs, to take heed to. But when for instance, for me, I'm going to talk about my twin flame. I just found out what it really was. And it's like, wow, So when I met this individual, it was like nothing I ever met before. When I first met this person, I felt like I known this person. Like I could not explain how I was weird. I'm like, I know I never met this individual ever in my whole entire life. And it felt like some form of past life connection. Like, how do I know you? How do I feel so familiar with you? And that was something that was kind of hard to digest for me, But it felt like a natural process, despite the fact, no matter what, the chemistry, the laughter, the instant love was there. It's just like, whoa, no tripping. I know I ain't tripping. I thought I was tripping. But anyways, that joyous time through that process was a blessing. You naturally at those particular moments, it was an equal give and take, literally an equal give and take. For those the time being, you experience such a wonderful soul connection. It's more spiritual. It's just like you just feel each other pain when you're not around each other, and you feel each other joy when you're not around each other and when you're with each other. So anybody, when they get to experience those twin flames, and I know people are already in them, and I wish them the best of luck in those, and who have yet to meet, please leave a comment if you do meet this type of love, or you think this is that type of love in your life. Because like I said, we have soulmates and lifetime partners as well, and you can do very well with your lifetime partner, and that's when you be with into the end. But you could be with your twin flame, but it's so hard to come together. Well, I experienced mine, and though we did depart originally due to he's non-committal. At this point, he was married twice. At this particular one, we discussed this in the beginning of the relationship, that I do want to get married again, like the long term. And he said, we discussed it at hand. He said we can see where the relationship go, but not really in reality realizing that, being married twice, and some people don't mind and want to get married again because they still have that desire. But when he said that at that particular time, he didn't want to get married again. And so I was hurt. So I made a decision at that particular time to okay, we're not going to be together. I'm not going to pursue this relationship no longer. But 4 days went by or something, but my heart was there. So I was like, okay, we can discuss this matter at hand. Then he sets me aside and say, because he thought we was going to be together, he was going to take a position in another state. Of course, I'm not here to stop anybody from pursuing their career and dreams. And I feel like if it was the other way around, I would like to be able to do the same thing. But I was going to take blame if you stood here and it did not work out. Because men and women, they do that. They blame, I only stood, now I don't have a job and it didn't work out. And so now you've got to see this person's face every day with this pity. And I refuse to be that individual. Although I did want him to stay, I've just been the bigger and better person least I thought I was doing the right thing. And then something in my spirit kept on telling me that he was going back to another state, that he had to go back to this state. I believe for me, and I didn't tell him, was his childhood. Something in his past that he needs to go back and take care of. And so anyway, he left the first state. We stayed in communication and, constantly communicate with each other and Duel and stuff like that, Google. And everything was felt to be gravy. And then something hit my spirit. The state that he was going to, the one I told he was going to go back to, he wound up getting a job offer. And so I felt like during that process, mentally, he mentally, to me personally, tried to prepare me for the time that we were spending and the time he was, checking in and communicating with me, that was no longer going to be, because he was living and moving with a particular family member. Now, men and women, understand that if you live with a particular family member, children, mother, and father, it should not hinder you from communicating with your love of your life, if that's what they claim that you are, no matter what. In front of these individuals, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, you don't have to talk inappropriate in front of them, but understand this. I'm not the fool. There's no reason why you have done it before in the state of California. So why have things have changed? I don't even hear any kids. What I'm told, it was kids. I don't hear nobody ever. So my spirit was bothered. I even brought these things to his attention. Of course, it was denied. And of course, he was a busy individual. He was. I can't deny that either. But at the same time, every time I would communicate with him everywhere else, but when he walked in that door, and to this day, he told me, "Oh yeah, I talked to you there plenty of times. You just didn't know it." I'm like, okay, maybe a few, but I still didn't hear nobody in the background. I'm still not convinced. I forgive him, but I know I'm not a fool. So men didn't realize, I in my spirit, I know, I'm like, you with somebody else. You didn't move in with another woman, women and men, be aware. The signs are there. Patterns has changed. No longer communication is taking place the way it should. Unavailability, Now, cross state lines is very hard to maintain a relationship. So you really got to include your partner to make sure that you guys are secure within each other. Like I said, I'm not a jealous person. I was trusting and believing that he would do the right thing. But men is men and woman is woman, but I'm just not one of them. But in this particular situation, men is men. Especially if they have a strong sexual desire and fulfillment in that area. They may say, I don't need this, I don't need that. But in reality, temptation is there. And will you bite? I say he bit, and though he still deny it. But anyhow, so he laughing, he doing his thing. I just got dreams and vision and intuition that my twin flame, moves on. He lives with someone else, I had broke it off. I decided to not pursue the relationship because I knew my heart knew it was something wrong in my spirit. It was too hurtful to endure. And this one, I feel like it was more hurtful than my kid's father. Like it deep down in my soul, believe me. I'm up and talking about it now. I don't really want to talk about it, but we all have to be aware. I'm here to help the next person. Be aware. The signs are there. You like my other video, but this is dealing with the relationship process. Not saying great individual. Obviously, at this particular time, not for me. Karmic relationship. I believe he chose that over me at this particular time in his life. Although, like I said, I made a decision to, the only reason I made a decision to walk away early on is because I knew something was right. And I wasn't going to get the truth, not least from him. Let him tell it. He's still faithful, waiting to be. Well, I forgive you. I forgive you. And I forgive myself, making these decisions. And this is an older gentleman. And you, like I said, don't matter what age you are. If they're not ready, they're not ready. And I hope that he would recognize that these are patterns that need to be broken, and something deep down inside need to be really looked into and looked at. Because you can't go through life just going from state to state or going to these relationships and they don't work out, and it's a reason why. If it's something within yourself. Not saying that the women don't have stuff within themselves that they got to take care of too, because you do. You got to take care of what's going on within yourself. So, but this was a karmic, I mean, not a karmic, he's with a karmic relationship, and I don't know how long that's going to last, but I do pray everything work out accordingly for them. I wish them well. Although, I'm very, very disappointed in the decisions that was made, you know. I'm a queen. I know my self-worth, and that's why I walk away. Unfortunate, but fortunate, I do not stay in relationships that do not serve me. Or be there for each other. You over there, I'm over here. Like, if I need your help, where are you? I'm calling you. Pick up the phone. That's how I know when we know class of signs. There's no reason to ask these questions. Is he cheating? Or did I meet his family members? If he's not introducing these individuals, something's wrong there. I'm sorry to say, I don't care what it is. Something is just not right. You can say what all you want to say, but in reality, keep it 100 with yourself. Okay? Something ain't right. Period, point blank. And so for relationships, people just be aware. And there's some great relationship people are having out here, connecting on a soul note level and but it's a lot of, the dating game is not fun. I can tell you that. You meet a lot of individuals back on the scene, back on the dating sites. That's ridiculous, but it is what it is. Back on meeting and mingle when you out in the public, you know. But friendships is good. I think relationships should be based off friendships, because if you build a relationship on a friendship, a steady friendship, the foundation will be strong. It can endure a lot more than what you think it could, you know, because most of us think we have these friendships. Yeah, you know, you have them. You do, because after the relationship, you can still communicate. Except when you go through something like a twin flame. It's a whole nother ballgame. Like I said, those who are in those relationships, I'm so grateful for you guys. Those who are becoming in contact with them and have your guy or your girl right on point, you're going to know it's connection you'll never forget. I remember the single Tamaya. I believe that hers is a twin flame, because some of her songs she talks about is just how they've been in 10 years and they still feel like they teenagers. They didn't have the same connection that never died. The love never died, you know. And most of the time, even if you're not with your twin flame, your love don't. It's still strong. You just got to make a decision for yourself. It becomes a head over heart decision for your future, especially if the individual, whether it's a woman or man, cannot get it together or is not ready to get it together because they have to play out their life. Because sometimes we even have different soul journeys. Like mine is an individual one right now. Vice versa with him, with his karmic relationship that he's think is his love of his life soulmate. And I know in reality, unfortunately, he will find out the truth. But I pray for him and I do wish him well. I wish harm on no one. So, ladies and gentlemen, women and men, the questions in these relationships, you don't really have to ask the question. You pretty much want to, you know, God will reveal. Go to God. God always reveal the truth. Every relationship I had, if it didn't work or something was going on, I always said, what's in the dark will come to the light. You know, and I just thank God that I'm not bitter. I pray that I'll never, ever become a bitter woman, because I know that, like I said, it's a lesson. It was a lesson for me to learn in this relationship, my last one anyway. Every relationship is a lesson to be learned. And so you have to really understand, especially when you keep repeating them. You're like, this is karmic. This is not cool. What if I'm not learning here? Why am I still picking the same individuals? You have to start analyzing and get to know the person. You'll never know a person completely, but you need to start really paying attention to who they are. If you're just somebody you want to pursue, never somebody you don't want to pursue in that manner, you're not going to really waste your time and energy. But those who, I don't understand why so many people lie. Give a person the chance. I respect the man more so if you tell me the truth. Give me the chance to choose. I can't say, more likely guarantee I ain't going to stay around the whole, with the bull crap. But you never know. Maybe hopefully, sometimes you break up and they separate and get the understanding and become the better version of who they need to become. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. So, sometimes they just continue the same cycle, and then they just never learn the lesson. But for you, once you learn it and you find out within yourself and you can just enjoy life from there. I know the Lord have someone in store for me. I don't know who it is at this particular moment. Like I said, I met my twin flame. I did fall in love. But like I said, for me, it's a head over heart decision to move forward with my own life due to he's not ready. He not ready. He living his life and doing him. Like I said, lies and deceit all come out. What's in the dark will come out. Especially with God, he wakes me up out of my sleep in my spirit. Like, look, this is what it is. I'm revealing some things to you. This is what's going on. I need you to leave. Went it last year to walk away. And he said, wonder why you keep pulling back. You always walking away out of a relationship, because my spirit told me something was wrong. I knew something wasn't right. Oh, but I would say, great individual. Negative. He never talked to me rude or disrespectful. Never. I can't say ever. To this day, he never talked to me rude and disrespectful. Always real pleasant. But the part that hurt the most is that you just deceitful. You wearing a false mask to me. Tell me the truth. It's probably gonna hurt, but I can handle it. I'm a grown woman. I want to know the truth so I can make decisions. But my decision already been made. I had to be forced to make my own decision, So, like I said, for all those women and men is doing these to their love mates and they partners, stop it. It's not okay, and that ain't gonna serve you in the long run. Somebody gonna come and do it to you. You gonna feel really not happy when somebody come and do that same stuff that you're doing to the next person to you. And you're not going to understand why, but then you have to think about, what did I do in my lifetime? Oh man, I've done this and such and such and such. And women and men, wake up. If the signs are not adding up and there's red flags, please make a decision for yourself, so you don't have to carry this into your next relationship. And then breaking up from someone, just allow yourself to heal. Take your time. Don't rush into the next relationship, because you just never know. You might find yourself in the same situation. So, but like I said, to all those newly married individuals, God is so proud and so happy of you, the men and women that's doing this, taking a leap of faith, and because you don't know what you're going to face, but stay strong, keep the faith, because you're going to face some trials. Don't give up on God, because he won't give up on you. Don't give up on your partner. And hopefully through God's grace, that you guys gain strength and you have a friendship first, so you can withstand that foundation when things are thrown at you, because the devil will use those type of things. Even in new relationships, understand this. Take your time and know what you getting yourself into. Because you also, even though you probably want to get married, women and men, you don't want to rush into it, because you never know how this person, what's they got going on, or what's the secrets behind it. But hopefully through God's grace, the Lord has sent you guys, each, myself included, a man or woman that will be meant for you. And that is the will and work of the Lord, because God has someone, I believe and receive and claim that he do for each and every one of us. But I sit here today, giving you a little bit of my story. It wasn't always easy. So for me to sit here now, I'm truly grateful to just come from my point of view. I don't have all the answers, and I don't know everything. But everybody have their own stories and experience. You can leave a comment down there. Share your story. Maybe it'll help the next. That's what I'm here for. I just know that we all need to be aware that women and men, when your spirit don't feel right, things are not adding up. If a person cannot represent you to the fullest, if they cannot take you around a family, if they cannot, just take you out to eat, go to church, if they go to church with you, only call you at certain times, only come to your home if you allow them to come to your home at certain times, they are not representing you for the woman and man that you are. And you have to take a stand for yourself and know your self-worth. No matter how much you love and care for a person, Don't mean you can't stop loving. You don't never just stop loving somebody because they did something wrong to you. But do forgive, because you don't want to miss your blessings in the long run. You do not want to miss your blessings for somebody else's wrong. And make sure you don't do the same because of your hurt and pain that you've been through to the next individual that God may send in your life. So I'm going to say it's better off to just deal with the past hurt before you just decide to jump into a new relationship. And people really got to understand that, because believe me, I experienced it myself. Lesson to be learned. I'm very aware of the test that I had, and the experience that I had. Like I said, in the beginning was great. I wouldn't even change that experience. But long distance relationships, I recognize it's not for me. long distance. Oh yeah, out of state. Now some people they come with it. They gonna come and get what they who. Man, y'all on the same page. It works out. Y'all connect and y'all ready to move past them state lines. Go ahead and come as one. Make it happen, Captain. I'm not for it, but that's what I'm saying. It can shape your views when you're dating someone older or younger. But for me, older and state lines, because you cannot tell me my person would have jumped into a whole nother relationship. Like, even we broke. Okay, yeah. Granted, I walked away, but the reason why I walked away was my spirit was telling me something wasn't right. Otherwise, I probably would still be in the relationship as of today. But I'm looking forward to my new journey, and whoever I meet and mingle down the way, friends, and my lifetime partner that God have in store. I'm be grateful. I know that I'm wiser because of the experience that I had, and I'm learning from the experience that I had, and I'm trying to make sure I don't bring none of these experiences into my new relationship. But I do like to allow each individual be their own person until they show me otherwise. I'm not judging them on the merits of my ex. No, I don't want to do that, because it's wrong. It's not right. So anyway, I had to do this video part 2. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments. But keep the faith, and just like I said, positively. Go in positively, but anytime, I just know your gut feeling, spirit, any type of things. Don't be like the ones that's overly jealous. I'm not jealous. Those who are overly jealous, we're going to pray that we overcome those spirits, because that's some form of insecurity within yourself, and you don't want that. You're not going to have a happy life if you can't trust your mate. And trust, your relationship based off trust. If you don't trust, you shouldn't be in a relationship. There's no reason for you to be in a relationship. Excuse me, because it's not going to work. But keep the faith. I'm keeping the faith. Pray for me. I pray for you. And until next time, God bless. Bye.